Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, I am going to be testing out a full face using e.l.f. Cosmetics. Well, let me correct that. It is almost a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. I couldn't find every piece for a full face, at least everything that excited me, so I'm pretty stinking close, so we're gonna call it a full face. But I am so excited because I decided that this year I really wanted to try out more drugstore makeup and make that my priority, and your girl is jumping in feet first. This is my second video of using a drugstore brand. I did do a complete full face using Milani Cosmetics, and that should already be up for you guys, so I will link it up here if you would like to check out that video as well. Anyways, you guys, without further ado, if you would like to see me test out a bunch of products from e.l.f., then let's just go ahead and get started. I also put on these nails last night, and I'm actually quite enjoying them, but they feel so different. These are actually press-on nails from the Kiss nail brand, and they didn't use any glue. They came with glue that you could use, but they also came with these little sticker things that you put on your nails and then press your nails on, and so I was very excited to test these out. These were like $8. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about them because I do like getting my nails done. I just hate paying to get my nails done. I figured these would be a good alternative for me to try, so I got a couple packs of these to kind of play around with. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really weird and I'm almost not even sure what to do with myself because I've only had my nails this length probably a handful of times, so to have them this length now is weird. But I digress, we're going to move along. I feel like I'm talking with my hands more, so if I am, just act like you don't notice it. And we'll just keep moving. So, starting off with primer, because I do want to go ahead and get this video rolling. So I did get the Poreless Putty Primer, which is the original one, but I also picked up the matte one as well, just because you guys know I am a little bit more oily. I'm doing pretty well where I necessarily don't have to have matte primers, but I figured because it was there, I'd like to try it out. I'm not sure how I want to do this video today though, if maybe I just use the original one in this video, and if you guys want to see it, comment down below and let me know, but I can kind of do a like face off for these two and wear one on one side and one on the other and do a wear test throughout the day, which you know what, come to think of it, that is what I'm going to do. I like the sound of that. We love getting our content worth out of our makeup purchases, you guys know what I'm saying. So stay tuned for that then, because I am going to do a face-off on these two products. But for today, I'm going to use the original one, just because I'm going to be trying out so many new products. I don't want to be, like, confused on what's happening. I am so excited because I know many of you already know about this product because of freaking Jeffree Star. He got this sold out real quick, so I do like the packaging. I will say the good thing about e.l.f. is it's so simplistic. So I'm going to open this. Jesus, lotion on my hands. So this is what it looks like in the container. It reminds me a lot of the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which I do have. I enjoy it. It's not my favorite thing, but you know how it is. The best part about these nails is being able to dig out stuff and not get it under your nail. It's the little things in life. So let's just take a little bit of this. It smells pretty clean. I have no idea how much I'm supposed to put on. I didn't even bother to read the box. So there is that. It really does remind me a lot of the Tatcha Silk Canvas. It isn't quite as hydrating as that one. Like, this one is a little bit more stiff than the Tatcha one, but I mean, it's not as expensive, so I kind of expected that. Maybe the hydrating one would be even more of a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, so maybe if you're a little bit more dry, test that one out. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going in with their Flawless Finish Foundation. I actually got this at Marshall's, you guys. So when I told you that I got off early from work, I don't know if I told you this, but the reason I ended up getting all this stuff was I got off early from work one day. Oh, okay. And I ended up at Marshall's, and the next thing you know, I ended up at Ulta. So I was doing a whole lot of stuff. I got this foundation for $4. I have no idea if that's actually a better price because I didn't look at it when I got to Ulta because I knew I already had it. But that's honestly what sparked me to go over to Ulta, is because when I had this, I was like, well, I might as well go get some more e.l.f. products to test out. And this could so not be my shade, and then we'll have to adjust, but let us see. I haven't been on my best game at picking out my foundations lately. Oh no, we should be alright. We should be alright. Okay, girl. It's that frosted bottle, y'all. It gets me every time. Alright, I'm only going to do 2 pumps because I'm just not sure. Ooh, she is liquidy. And she kind of smells like crayons. Alright, I'm going to just go right in with the Beauty Blender. I talked too soon. I am so dang good. Quit playing, girl. You know yourself. Don't be shooting yourself down. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to tell you all about this foundation just because I got really excited that I found stuff at Marshall's. So this is supposed to be an oil-free formula for a medium to full coverage satin matte base. You can apply using your fingers, sponge, or a brush and layer as needed. So I definitely do agree with those claims. It is a medium coverage. It did cover my stuff pretty good, but you can see like my spots kind of still peeking through here and on my forehead. I will try and layer them up a little bit, and I definitely think I would say it's more satin than matte on me right now. I haven't touched my face with my fingers yet, but like I am definitely pretty dang dewy looking. Okay, so next I did pick up 2 concealers, and I talked about these in my 20 products I want to try in 2020 video, which I will link up here because I actually got another product, the blush that I talked about in that video. So look at me already doing a little bit of work on the products that I actually wanted to try this year. I'm so proud of myself. But so I did get the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer and then the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So I got both. What I think I am going to do is use the 16-hour one today. And again, I will hold on to this one and do another video where I test them side by side. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. I really like the packaging a lot. Like, I like that this is kind of like a satin matte cap. And yeah, she's really thick and I do like that. So I hope that this color will work for me. Got a nice fat doe foot applicator, if you guys can see that. Reminds me a lot of my Tarte Shape Tape wand. So what I'm going to do, oh, that's not too bad. So I'm going to put a dot here, and a dot out here on both of my eyes. Okay guys, sorry about that. My dad had to make a call. That man can't do nothing without me. So now I'm going in with the, I guess it's just the e.l.f. translucent primer. I actually got this from a giveaway, so that's why it wasn't in its like actual packaging. But I'm just going to lightly tap this underneath my eyes and on my eyelids and anywhere that I put concealer. I will say that that concealer, I didn't get to tell you guys because I was on the phone, but it dries so quickly. I would recommend that if you do use it, that you like put it down on one section and blend that section out before you like put it everywhere, just because like I really had to work to blend out my nose, just because it will real dry. It looks good and it blended out just fine, but just as a tip if you yourself have not tried it yet. I will say this powder is really finely milled. It seems really nice. Ooh, God, my face feels smooth as a baby's butt. So next I did get a bronzer. I got their Primer Infused bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. I'm pretty sure this was literally the only color there. It says it's for long lasting wear. You're getting 0.35 ounces. It says this long wearing bronzer is infused with primer powder to ensure a full day of bronze glow. Use this long wearing bronzer to give your face that sun-kissed glow all day long. The bronzer is smooth and easy to apply while adhering to the skin for long lasting wear. Alright, so I'm going in with like a second layer now, and it finally looks like it's maybe kind of actually building up. The first layer really looked like there was like no product going onto my face. Like it looked like I was kind of bringing some warmth, but it was really nothing that you can see. So I feel like it's a little bit better now. This is not a heavy bronzer at all, which can be both a good and a bad thing. So if I'm going for that really bronze sun-kissed look, like I don't want to have to put 17 layers of bronzer on. However, if you do have a more fair skin tone, or maybe you're just beginning to mess with makeup and you want to have a little bit more wiggle room, this could be quite nice. I don't think the color is bad, but honestly, you guys, any darker that I get, this really isn't going to be it for me. Like it really barely looks like I have anything on. If anything, it looks like I maybe put a little bit of blush on instead of bronzer. So moving right on along to the next thing, I got this Primer Infused blush in Always Rosy, which I told you guys that it was one of the products that I wanted to try out in my 20 products for 2020. So I'm very excited. It's pretty much the same as the bronzer in terms of formula, I would assume. And yeah, I'm very excited. You guys know I love a good blush. I was so excited when I saw this one in store because that meant that I could get it. Going to grab a blush brush. You guys know I love the Morphe E4. Going to tap it in there. Really good color payoff and start popping it on the cheeks. Ooh, she's pigmented. She is pigmented. I went in a little too heavy because the bronzer wasn't that pigmented. Whoops. That's pretty. So the blushes are very pigmented. Don't go in with such a heavy hand. Take it a little bit lighter, but I like that a lot. That is a beautiful color. Again, just like the bronzer, it is very smooth. It blended out really nice. You guys can see where like I was able to tone it down really easily without a lot of work. It looks really stunning, and I love the color because it gives you that like kind of maybe sun-kissed. I probably look a little bit more sun-kissed than I want to, but maybe that'll go with the dry patch on my nose. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing I am going to go in is this brow pencil. This is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I got mine in deep brown. They literally had 2 shades in there. So yeah, I do like that it has a spoolie. I hope that this is the one that Amanda Rose uses. Amanda, let me know. Because there was this one, and then there was the Precisely brow thing, and when I looked at that one I'm pretty sure I have used in the past, and I didn't care for as much as my NYX micro brow pencil. I could be wrong. This is what the packaging looks like. It is a thicker packaging, but it does look quite nice. I do like that it has a spoolie on one side. You guys know how I feel about that. Looks like a pretty solid spoolie. And then this is what it looks like. Oh, it's pretty chunky. I definitely do not think this is the one that Amanda uses. I do not think hers is that chunky looking, so girl, pray for me. I'm just gonna kind of speed through this and I will let you know. Okay, you guys, honestly, not bad at all. I jumped to conclusions a little too soon. So I will say I'm not sure how much more I'm going to love it as you kind of wear it down, because the tip at the very beginning, if you can see, it's a little worn down now, which I mean obviously that's going to happen, but the tip in the very beginning was probably my favorite part, especially for like outline. I mean, like, look at this brow. She is shaped, sis. So I did get for their highlighter, so they only had like 2 powder highlighters in like what looked like a really pinky one and then like a really gold one, and then I saw these jelly highlighters, so that is what I decided to get. I don't know how this is gonna work now that I have all this powder on my face, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh my gosh, it says I don't think you're ready for this jelly. It doesn't say that, it just says I don't think you're ready, but for this jelly is how that goes. It says the smooth jelly textured highlighter blends into the skin for a luminous glowing skin effect. The versatile jelly formula makes it the perfect multi-use highlighter and can be worn alone, over makeup, or mixed into foundation. It applies wet and then dries to a long wearing glowy finish. I got mine in the shade Bubbly. I'm very excited for this. It looked so beautiful in the store. I think they had a couple of shades in this one too, but this one just looked like it would be the best for me personally. Ooh, that kind of does something to me. Look at that. Oh, no. Just kidding. I don't need to be crazy. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe use what's in the cap. I kind of think I want to stipple it on a little bit maybe. We're going to try. I'll try it with my finger and I'll try stippling on. So I have this Morphe M436 little stippling brush. I'm just going to kind of pick up a little bit of the product like this. I'm honestly going to tap some of it off of... Thank God I did that. Oh my lord. Okay, I'm gonna tap a lot of it off, like, jeez Louises. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of, okay, so now you want to act cute. Okay, the stippling brush is not it for me, sis. Oh my lord, look at that. Look at oh my god. Okay, first of all, yeah, don't use a brush because it's kind of trying to leave little brush strokes. So what I'm gonna do is just like do it on my finger like that and kind of, ooh child. This is stunning, you guys. Can you see that? And it dries so quickly. Like, all the stippling I did on my hand, look at that. It is dry now. Like, it's not moving. And so I love the way that this kind of sets down. I will say it's, again, much like the concealer where you need to work on one side. Like, don't try and like do a line and then blend it out. Like, I don't know many people that do that, but I want to put that little warning out there. This is a beautiful highlighter. We're going in with the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner in Blackest Black. It is just literally, it says a quick dry formula instantly enhances the lash line with rich, long-lasting color. Felt tip pen allows you to create either a sleek or bold line with precision. So, hey y'all, I'm just going to try and do some eyeliner with this. You guys know that my favorite like liquid liner right now is the Hank and Henry Slick With It liner. This is the best liquid liner in a container like that I have ever used. Because if I don't use that, I love potted liners, and my favorite is the Pretty Vulgar one. So I'm kind of nervous to try this. Oh my god, it is very chunky. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is very thick. Let's kind of do that right there. So it's pretty black, I will say, and it went on what felt like really smooth. But this is chunky. Like, I want you guys to see the difference on what it is that I use. So my Hank and Henry one, look how small it is compared to this one. This looks like it can get out of hand very, very quickly. Okay guys, so I was very careful and this wing is not going good. So when you press it down like this, it does pretty well, but you're pressing with like this part of the tip up here. So like you end up using like almost halfway up the liner, and there it lays the product pretty nicely. As soon as you start trying to draw with the tip, it's like there's literally no product there and you can't get it. Like, you can see how like skippy this wing looks, and I was going like very small because I wasn't sure how it was gonna work. Like, normally I like do a pretty thick wing. That's just, if I'm gonna commit, I just kind of commit. But like, I literally can't get it even. I can't get the tail nice, and I don't want to like lay the fat part down at the tip. Obviously that makes no sense. So this is going to be a no from me. It's way too difficult. It's taking way too much time. So I'm going to finish up with my Hank and Henry one and clean this up and do the other one, because this is not doing anything. It doesn't even matter how much I shake it. It's almost like the product is not saturating the tip, which is where you need it to saturate. So I'm going to literally just go ahead. Look at that. Look. Best liner. Okay, so next I got this smudge proof mascara in black, and the reason that this one intrigued me is I'm pretty sure by the picture it looks like that there is a side for your top and bottom lashes, which I think is great because you guys know most of the time like you want a smaller wand for your bottom lashes. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. It's kind of bulky, but I don't actually mind it, and you can see where it says like upper and lower, so it has two different sized wands. One that looks like this, which is the upper side. Oh, I'm gonna miss. And then the lower side looks like, oh my god, that is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Either way, I'm going to give it a shot. I've already curled my lashes, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and put this on. Okay, you guys, so I want to do one full eye first and kind of let you see. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty insane. So I definitely say that it provides a lot of length. I would not say it gives a lot of volume, but it definitely separates almost each and every one of your lashes. This is really nice. I was exceptionally worried about the lower lash wand because it is so small, but it separated my lower lashes so beautifully. Now I did have to take quite a bit of time to do a bit because I did wipe off a lot of the product because I didn't want it to be too clumpy. You guys know as soon as you put too much mascara on your bottom lashes, there's like literally no hope. They're going to be clumped together. But I'm actually very impressed. Now I did have to really take my time with this, but honestly, you guys, I don't hate it at all. Like, I actually think my lashes look really, really nice. Okay, so last thing for this almost full face of e.l.f. I got two of their liquid matte lipsticks. I got one in the shade Tea Rose and one in the shade Mauvelous, like mauve and then marvelous. So I am going to test out both of these, I think. Oh, okay, so it definitely looks, I didn't notice this in the store, but it definitely looks like someone has used this one or swatched it or something, because you can see the tube is dirty, unlike this one. So I may not put this one on my mouth for safety purposes, but I will swatch it for you guys. There is the shade right there. It's very smooth. I'm really bummed about that because I was quite excited. They did not have many of these shades in store either, so I don't know how many are in the line. And this is what Mauvelous looks like. Very pretty as well, actually. So that's really, really nice. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is I'll probably just use this one. I will return this one. I do like the color, which I'm really bummed because I think that would have looked really pretty. But I'm just going to take it back and see if I can get another one just because, I mean, I don't want to get no infection, you guys. Like, I'm all about doing a lot for the YouTube, but like, I don't really want to get like a fever blister on my mouth. It's not in the mood. So I'm going to use Mauvelous today. Nice. Formula seems really nice. It was very smooth, very easy to work with. I do like the doe foot applicator, which I will show you up close. So like, this is what the doe foot applicator looks like. I like the point. You can see that you pick up a ton of product on the wand, and that is with one dip. So you can do your whole mouth without having to redip, which I really, really like. So I will say, I do appreciate the fact that it dries really, really quickly. It's already completely dry on my lips, which I really appreciate. I don't like ones that necessarily take forever and you feel like you have to sit like this for like 2 minutes. I will say though, it does feel a little bit more drying than say like my Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks or even my Kylie Cosmetics, my Dose of Colors. This is probably going to be one of the drier lipsticks that I use now. I personally don't mind because I definitely think that you can hydrate before you put them on. You can pop a gloss on over top of them, but there are some people that really don't like super drying lip products. If that is you, don't try these out. You're probably not going to like them because it is one of the more drier formulas. Okay, you guys, so that wraps up today's video now that we've tried out almost everything. As a quick recap, I so far am enjoying the primer. I definitely think my skin, especially in this area, looks really nice. Obviously, I haven't had it on for a supremely long time, but I'm excited to keep testing it out. And do not forget that I will be doing a battle between the original and the matte, so keep your eye out for that if you want to know how they compare to one another. As for the foundation, I'm impressed. I'm excited to keep kind of testing it out with different primers and different powders. I definitely want to see if I can kind of build it up more along the forehead and the chin, because I really do think it kind of looks good on my cheeks and everything. Like, my skin looks really pretty right here. I definitely think overall it doesn't look bad, but I want to maybe try and build it up a little bit more. The powder definitely wasn't too bad. I like the way that it made my skin feel like baby soft because it was so finely milled. The concealer, I'm kind of on the fence about just because I didn't pay attention to the fact that it dried so quickly. So my under eyes do look a little bit dry. But again, I let it sit underneath my eyes like I would with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I don't think that's the way to do it. So I'm going to keep testing it out and definitely, like, you know, putting it down and blending it out before moving along. But do not forget, I will also be doing a battle on the concealers. So keep your eyes out for that, just so I can let you guys know if one is better than the other or if overall in general they are even worth it. The eyebrow pencil, really excited for. I was honestly very surprised because I was not having high hopes when I first started. I will definitely keep you guys updated on if I still love it as the kind of pencil shape changes, but as of today, really pleased with that. The blush and the highlighter, amazing. These are probably both of my favorite products from this video because I think the blush color is so beautiful and the formula is so nice. Like, my cheeks are so smooth. The highlighter is insane, you guys. Like, look at that. Oh my god, my little button nose is freaking amazing. So I highly suggest those two products. The mascara, very, very nice. Again, it's not my favorite on the top, but for the bottom lashes, I highly suggest, especially if you're also been trying to look at that MAC mascara, because I think this could probably kind of curb your craving for that and for a lot less money. The two lipsticks, very, very nice. Again, a little bit more on the drier side, but that doesn't bother me, so do keep that in mind for yourself. I am definitely going to try and go get this shade in store because I'm super bummed. I think it's beautiful, and this shade is really nice in and of itself. The only two products that really were not my jam were the eyeliner. I definitely just don't think this is worth much. It's way too chubby to kind of get any sort of precision work, especially because the product is not kind of flowing all the way to the tip, so you're not able to work with it. As far as just like drawing a line on your eye, it definitely isn't bad, but if you're trying to do wings or any sort of graphic liner, this is not going to be it. Plus, I don't love that the tube is so large. Like, I don't know what it is, but the Hank and Henry liner, I highly, highly, highly recommend that one. And the bronzer. So the formula itself, absolutely stunning, but the color, it just isn't it for me. I definitely, like, you can tell that I have bronzer on now, but I don't want to have to put 3 layers of bronzer on for it to look like I'm wearing bronzer. And if I get any tanner than this, which I absolutely will as the summertime rolls around, this just isn't going to be it for me. I would recommend this product if you have a lighter skin tone than I do, or if you are kind of a beginner in makeup again, and that way you want to have a lot more time and a lot more control, because building it up does mean that you don't put it down and there's like nothing you can do about it. So I would recommend this product, but it just doesn't work out for me personally. I just really like the formula of the bronzer and the blush. So I really, really had fun filming this video today. I really hope that you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below as well. What did you think of the makeup? Are there any products that I didn't try that I should try out? You guys know the drill. I love your thoughts and opinions, and I love chatting with you down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video, especially if you are excited to see the battles between the concealer and the primer. I think those are going to be so great. And lastly, you can also come follow me on Instagram at AlyssaNPope, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!